Auburn soccer was back in action against USC Sunday night to close out the Auburn Soccer Classic. Number 21 ranked Auburn fell to USC 2-0 after a highly physical and intense game. USC had 17 shots on goal, while Auburn ended the night with 13 shots, 8 of which were on target. Auburn goalie Sarah LeBeau only had 2 total saves throughout the night. Auburn started the game strong with 4 shots, however, it was USC striking first in the 25th minute. The other USC goal came in the 76th minute off of a corner kick. From the beginning, the game was a physical battle. Auburn ended the night with 11 fouls, USC tallied 9 fouls also. There were 5 total yellow cards given out throughout the game. USC received 2 cards while Auburn had 3 cards, one of which went to Coach Karen Hoppe in the second half. Fans packed the stands to watch their Tigers. Albie made an appearance on the sidelines during the match. Fans also cheered on the Tiny Tigers soccer team as they escorted the college players onto the field and later played a mini-match at halftime. The Tigers returned to the field on Friday, September 9th against Vanderbilt at the Auburn Soccer Complex. For Eagle Eye Sports, I'm Sarah Polcheski.
Tigers battle in football, dominate volleyball, and continue to struggle in soccer. This is Eagle Eye Sports. Auburn fans flooded the plains over the weekend to get ready for Auburn football's season opener. Many fans were excited for the game. Some were even optimistic about playing the number 2 team in the nation. Auburn soccer was back in action over the weekend. Despite having possession for most of the game, the Tigers couldn't find the back of the net against USC in the final game of the Auburn Soccer Classic. Soccer has yet to score a goal in all of its losses this season. They will look to put up a winning record this Friday against Vanderbilt at 6 and again on Sunday against Baylor at 2. Women's volleyball went 2 for 3 in the Active Ankle Challenge over the weekend. Their biggest win came against Louisville, where they won the match 3-2. Over the weekend, Auburn combined for 143 kills, 133 aces, 176 digs, and 48 blocks. It was a battle to the very end. Auburn football made its season debut against Clemson Saturday night. Auburn will be back in Jordan-Hare Stadium this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. to face Arkansas State. A new season, a new policy. Hear what Auburn fans had to say about the clear bag policy. Just another reminder, the policy states that fans can bring in a clear bag up to 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches, a small clutch purse, or a seat cushion. Want more sports updates throughout the week? We've got you covered. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Eagle Eye TV and tune into Tiger Tally Friday mornings and AU Nation on Mondays. We'll be right back.
War Eagle, I'm Sarah Polcheski with Fan Media Network. Here we are at Toomer's Corner in Auburn. There's so much in Auburn to see on game day. Come on, I'll take you around and show you some more.
Toomer's Corner, Sanford Hall, painted trucks, Auburn has it all on game day. White tent tailgating, 3 Heisman Trophy winners, and the largest scoreboard in college football. Auburn looks to win against Arkansas State tonight to get their first win of the season. Stay tuned to see if Auburn can capture their first win.
Because they're coming to a town near you.
My draft went pretty well. I picked the sleeper wide receiver, Sammy Watkins, because Sammy, as a Bills fan, Sammy's going to be electric this year, and as a backup quarterback with Tyrod Taylor, there's double points on the board that'll drive me to second place or to first.
Yes.
I think I'm going to pick Ole Miss because Chad Kelly coming back for a second season. He's leading up in big shoes with his uncle, who is a Pro Football Hall of Fame quarterback. I think it's pretty hard to stop Chad in his senior season. I'm going to have to take UCLA as well. I feel like the Texas A&M Aggies are not going to pull off after what happened last season. I pick the upset and go with USC. USC going in ranked number 23 in the nation. You never know. Alabama could have Alabama has never won the national championship when preseason ranked number 1.
National championship. That's the first game of the season.
They've never made it to the national championship while ranked number 1 coming into the season. Okay. I have to pick Clemson as well with Deshaun Watson in that offense and Dabo Swinney having a draw-even record against the SEC. I think they're going to pull this one out.
Auburn Tigers soccer took on their second SEC opponent Sunday night at the Auburn Soccer Complex. The Tigers faced the South Carolina Gamecocks in a match that was a battle to the end. The Tigers led the match in both shots and corner kicks, but ultimately fell to the Gamecocks 1-0. The lone goal of the match came at the 29th minute when South Carolina's Savannah McCaskill headed the ball into the net. Fans poured into the stands after being fed barbecue by Auburn men's basketball coach Bruce Pearl. The fans also stayed through periods of rain and cheered the Tigers on throughout the night. Bree Folds led the Tigers with 4 shots on the night. The Tigers battled to the very end, having 7 shots on goal in the second half alone. The Tigers returned to action in a 2-match road trip series, first against Florida on Thursday and then Georgia on Sunday. For Eagle Eye Sports, I'm Sarah Palczewski.
We're Eagle. I'm Sarah Palczewski for Fan Media Network. Here we are in Auburn, Alabama, as they open up SEC play against Texas A&M. Let's hear what Auburn students have to say about how they think Auburn will match up against Texas A&M tonight.
Texas A&M is going to just outplay us. Even though our defense is stout and our defense is very stacked with Carl Lawson and Jonathan Ford, but I just really feel like the offense is just not going to live up to the hype from last week to roll over into the SEC play. They still got some work to do before we take a win.
Welcome back. Let's get things kicked off with what's up this week with soccer. Auburn soccer opens SEC play and takes down Vanderbilt. The Tigers played again on Sunday, and after more than 2 hours of weather delays, they went on to defeat the Baylor Bears 1-0. History was made Friday night in Auburn soccer as Casey Ramsier surpassed Katie Frierson in all-time shots taken in Auburn program history. Ramsier now has 231 on her career. Free food. Head men's basketball coach Bruce Pearl, along with some of the Auburn soccer parents, will be hosting a barbecue for students at the Auburn Soccer Complex this Sunday starting at 5:30 prior to the soccer team kicking off versus South Carolina at 6. Wings and ribs will be served. Women's volleyball went 2 for 1 this weekend in the Auburn Invitational. Auburn swept both Memphis and Jacksonville, but struggled against Miami, Ohio, losing the match 3-2. Volleyball will be back in action this weekend in the Michigan Invitational. First serve is set for 6 on Friday. Up next, we'll get into our fantasy football competition. You're watching Tiger Tally on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.